right, here we are at the monthly GR Coffee over in the old plant in Concord, and we have a new member with us this morning. We are graced by the presence of Redmond P. Aylward.
That's correct.
Called Red by his friends for no other visible reason. All right, Red, when did you first come to GR?
Back in around 74, 75.
74
as a co-op.
Out of Northeastern.
Right.
Okay.
Worked for Tom Coughlin and Bill Cabley.
As a co-op?
Yeah, as a co-op.
Doing what?
Working in engineering. I designed some boards on the early 2270s and those products, first in-circuit testers. So, actually, my first job at Genrad was working with Danny Casey in the etch shop.
Yeah.
Making PC boards.
Great.
I had one semester of that, and then I moved into engineering.
Right here, this plant.
Right, in this plant, right.
What year was this?
I would say 74, 75.
We were all there.
Yep.
Yeah. Then what happened?
Worked in engineering for quite a while. I eventually worked for Pete Williamson in engineering. I became an engineering manager at Carl Karash and Steen Benson and Max Kazan working for me.
On what products?
Again, mostly the in-circuit testers at the time. Some of them worked on the 1796 functional testers, but mostly in-circuit testers.
Software? Who'd you have?
I never had software people were reporting directly to me.
No, but they were assigned to the job, right?
Yeah, they were assigned to the systems, but I mostly worked with the double E's.
Sure, but who were the software guys or girls?
Andy Goldstein, Jerry Morgan, Gordon Taylor.
Englishman, Gordon Taylor, the Englishman.
Right, John Masiola was there. He was a co-op also. Mark Lucas was a co-op. So they were around at similar times.
Names from the past.
I still golf with them.
No
I
kidding.
go golfing with Lucas in Myrtle Beach next month.
Good.
So it's still staying.
Now, is Lucas working for you, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's still at CTI. So
Tell us about that now. You're at GR till when?
I left GR in 1994, fall of 1994, went to CTI.
CTI,
Cambridge Technology
Institute. What's the I?
Incorporated.
Gotcha.
Make optical scanners for steering lasers in laser applications, industrial, biomedical. So I worked at CTI for...
As what?
I started as director of sales and marketing, and then a couple of years
Now
later...
that's interesting. The engineering guy runs sales and marketing.
Well, my latter days at Genrad, I was a product manager for the 2750 combination in-circuit functional tester.
The big Ritchie machine.
Right, so I worked for Richie Faubert at that time. In between, I worked for Chris Marlowe and other people in the product management ranks. I had some time working with Carol Prest in strategic marketing for a couple of years. So I did a number of things along the way that moved me towards the dark side of sales and marketing, which my engineers always reminded me
That's
of.
right. That's right.
So I did sales and marketing for a number of years at Genrad, probably half my years at Genrad.
Which were how many years, Red?
Probably about 10 years in sales and marketing, in product management and roles like that after I moved out of engineering. I eventually decided I'd rather define what we were going to build than build it.
Yeah.
So.
But you left in '94.
I left in '94. That was, during the Jim Lyons turmoil.
Okay, things were going bad.
Things were going bad. I had seen 10 boom years and 10 bust years, and it was time to leave.
Yep.
So then I joined Cambridge Technology. When I joined it, it was a 40-person private company. The founder was Bruce Rohr.
Where were they?
They were in Watertown near the Arsenal Mall, in a little garage type of setup and operation.
Making optical stuff.
Making optical scanners. At that point, there were about 40 people and only about $4 million.
Nice.
I drove the sales and marketing. Like I said, a couple of years later, well, actually 3 months later, Excel Technology of New York acquired Cambridge Technology.
That quickly? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was 3 months after I was on board. The CEO and chairman of Excel Technology always liked working with me. They liked the engineering and the sales and marketing side, so they took out the general manager who had been immediately put in as president and put me in the president's spot.
Wow. After how many? Couple of years? How long before you?
Couple of years. Just a couple of, they actually apparently had a 2-year contract with him and
Okay.
fired him to the day.
And put you in
me
the job.
Put me in the place.
And you've been there ever since.
Been there ever since. We've grown the company from 4 million to 80 million.
Wow, that's great.
Over a long period of time. Merged with GSI 2 or 3 years ago. GSI Group acquired Excel, and that's when the wheels started spinning again. So when that happened, I got to merge the GSI scanning group in with my CTI group. So I doubled the engineering staff, added about 25% to our revenue, and been working through Chapter 11 and new CEOs ever since.
Ooh.
And like I said,
No
now-
public market, no, never went public.
Oh no, they were.
They were
They were a
public.
public
They were
company.
public
Both
that
Excel
acquired.
was, and GSI obviously is and was. So went through that. They have a new CEO now that's been on board a couple of years. A lot of changes in the organization, both changing management and actually divesting some of the operations that they don't like or that aren't good operations.
So you think it's a good time to phase out?
Now it's a good time to phase out. It's long hours and
Yeah.
a lot of changes, and
Yeah. But you've done well, you're happy?
I'm ready to slow down and step aside. Brought a replacement on board, so he's been coming on board for the last month.
Well, you don't look ready to step out and down and retire. You got too
well,
much.
and I probably won't fully, but this year I turned 62,
Yeah,
so it's pretty close.
that's right.
So, and I have a.
But
my
I think the
my
phone.
golf game is worse than my work game, so now I got to work on my golf game for a while.
But I suspect the phone will ring somewhere along the line.
Like I said, I've already talked to people that are interested in doing things together. So I told them
Wonderful.
I'm going to chill for a while, take some time, work on my golf game this summer, and then
Great.
we'll see what happens in the next
Great.
6 months.
And a nice wife, Noelle, still working?
And
Still working.
Noelle's still working. She actually increased her hours
At the
from
hospital.
2 days to 3 days a week. She actually works in this building now at Emerson Home Care.
No kidding.
So she moved from a floor nurse to
Well,
home
my
care.
advice is keep that check coming in.
Right. Well, it wasn't initially my game plan, but it's actually her game plan. So
That's great.
She's now working in this building in home care.
And the kids are how old?
The kids are from 28 down to 19.
Okay, just
The
about.
youngest, Brendan, is still in university. He's at Lesley in Cambridge.
Yep.
In his second year, has 2 more years.
Great,
He's into special ed.
great.
His brothers, Liam and Ned, are both graduated and fully employed.
Wonderful.
Ned at Bose and Liam at Sovereign Bank. So
Great.
they're both. Ned just moved into Stowe back in December. He bought a house about 2 miles from us, right on the other side of Stowe Acres. So Mom likes
great.
that.
Great story, huh?
So
That's great. Well, getting back to GR, I recall you were once a GR bird watcher.
I was a bird watcher, absolutely. As early as I could be, I was.
Yeah, and you
I
went.
was part of Harold's Raiders on Friday night, if you remember.
I do remember.
Back in the old
Back-
days.
back in the
so
day.
A natural graduation from that is the Gen Red Bird Watchers.
That's right. That's right.
So I had many
if you
good
can
years.
pass the physical,
I still have my beanie and my shirt at home.
that's great.
I don't wear it too often, but I still have that.
That's great. Now, his father started the operation, as I recall. Dave Martin was one of the early bird watchers way back. Right. And look, well, we've got a small group here. Let me just pan. There's Les Fanning, Mr. Maintenance, or I forget how he was when he. And we have another bird watcher. Well, you were a bird watcher, weren't you, Les?
No, I
I don't remember. Yeah. I know Bud was. And here is the remarkable.
golf league.
Yes, I remember.
That's right.
Remember that?
And
Oh,
Paul DeMille was also a bird watcher. But we share a lot of things. His Berglund, who's been around and done everything
But never a
forever.
bird watcher.
No, but that's all right. You're honorary.
Honorary bird watcher.
Right, we'll sell you a hat. But anyway, Red, what's your biggest memory and what do you say about GR? Good, bad, medium? What do you got to say?
GR was a great company. There's so many great people at GR. I actually have a pretty full crew at CTI. I have Dave Fryhofer, I have Gary Tillman, I have Mark Lucas. I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody else, but I always kept an eye on people that I worked
Talent.
with at Gen Red, because there's a lot of talented people at Gen Red. I stay in touch with a lot of them. The Williamsons, the
Well, you-
Maciolas, Terry Hodgson.
But you stole Lucas from Massiola, didn't you?
No, Lucas never worked for Massiola. Lucas was at
Oh, yeah.
MRS. And then...
MRS?
Well, and then he worked for Williamson. Who I stole him from was Williamson.
Yeah, but wasn't he with Sully and those guys?
No, he never joined. He never joined Freeve and Sully.
Yeah.
He was working at Anagon with Williamson, and when their telecom business went down,
Hi, guys.
he was looking.
Who we got here?
We got Bob Childs from
Bob Childs. I remember him well. The digger.
the Digger.
Yeah. I'm not focused on you, Bob, but that's all right. I'll come back to you. Let's say farewell to our buddy,
Yeah, farewell,
Redmond.
and we'll see you next time.
hopefully.